Hi, Facebook. Delaware's Country Station, 94.7 WDSD. Well, it's just after 10 o'clock, and it's Friday. And I've got special in-studio guests with me today. My good friend Deanna Fitzpatrick is back. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well.
I'm so excited to have you back.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's good to see you, and you've brought some special guests.
I did. My great friends, Lisa Busan and George Curry.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi,
guys.
everybody.
Yes.
Hello out there.
Yeah. So nice to have you guys back, and we are going to be taking your calls live on the air. All of you doing mediumship. Do you call it mediumship?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay, I'm going to come up a little bit more to that microphone.
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. All right. So mediumship is what this is. And so we're taking calls like we do with Deanna every couple of weeks, where you can call and connect with a loved one. Yep. And the number right now is 1-877-947-WDSD or 302-734-9373. Each of you will talk to some people. Is that how this is going to work today?
Yeah, we're gonna take your calls live.
Yes, isn't that fun? Hey, so you guys were out at the Everett last night, and now you're wide awake and ready to go tonight or today, right?
We're plied with tons of coffee.
Yeah, right. That's right.
Exactly.
And you've got some events coming up this weekend. Let's touch on that real quick.
We do. Tonight we'll be down at the Milton Theater in Milton, Delaware. I'm not sure. It may be sold out. If there are any seats left, there's some high tops in the back. So we're excited. It's 200 people are already signed up.
Wow.
And then Sister's venue is in Carneys Point, New Jersey at 2 o'clock on Saturday. And we do have tickets for that event. So this is your opportunity. Go get them.
That's right. DeannaFitzpatrick.com on the events page is where you can find out more and get your tickets. And we're going to get to the phones here right away. We're also on Facebook Live. So you can get over there if you're in a position to do that and join our backstage party here. 1-877-947-WDSD or 302-734-9373. We'll talk to you next.
One call and it's done. This
All right. We got a bunch of people. As I multitask, Jennifer Reed, Caitlin's on.
Hi, Caitlin.
Hi, your daughter.
Are you awake too? She was such a big help last night at the theater. She's such an amazing help to me.
That's awesome. Pamela's on. Hello, hello. All right, so we're getting straight to the
Caitlin.
phones.
I hope you're behaving.
I hope you're not behaving, Kate.
We're watching you.
Hi, WDSD. Who's this?
This is Dana.
Dana, how are you?
Good. How are you today?
I am doing just fine. Can you give us just 1 minute? We'll get back to you, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
All right. Need more coffee, she said. Okay, so how do you guys, who wants to go?
Yeah, how do you want to do? You want to
do?
just go down the line, Lisa? Are you
Yes,
okay with that?
Yeah.
Yep. Does that sound like a good
whatever.
plan?
That's good.
And then we'll start back around like
Cool.
that. Is that
All
good?
right. That works
Yeah.
for me.
Okay.
We're a little impromptu here, but that's the fun way to do it, right?
Yeah, it is.
All right, Dana, you're up first, and you're on the air with Deanna Fitzpatrick. What's your question?
Well, I had a friend pass away on Easter Sunday, and kind of wondering if, they
Okay.
can tell me.
So Dana, I'm going to hand this over to Lisa Busan. She's going to make that hopefully make that connection for you.
Yes. Hi, Dana. Hi, Dana. First, I'd like
Hi,
to...
how are you?
Oh, I'm great. I'm great. Thank you for asking. I just want to extend my sympathies to you because it's difficult because from now on, you're just going to have difficulty in every Easter. You're going to remember this. So can you tell me, please, what's your friend's first name, please?
Well, they call him Fox.
Fox?
Yes.
All right. So one of the things that I'm picking up is I feel like there's something going on. I've got a guy here, something going on heavy in the chest. I don't know if it's a blow or something wrong with the lungs or something like that. And I get also a sense of him. Would you understand either motorcycle, snowmobile, something ski-doo or something like that with him?
No.
You don't? Okay, because I'm seeing like a handheld something going on here. Now, he's talking to me also about you oh, that's funny. He's talking to me about you being there for the rescue. Do you understand that? Almost like you're stepping up for him or stepping up to him. Do you understand that?
No, actually, I wasn't there when it happened.
No, I don't feel like that's. I don't feel like that's what he's talking about, dear. I feel like he's talking to me about you standing in, speaking up for him when he couldn't do that for himself, and I do feel like that was after his passing. Would you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, and he's very grateful for that, and he's just saying. I don't know why he just said aloha. So I'm not sure if there's a trip to Hawaii or something about, but he just says aloha. So he's sending his love to you, and he's very appreciative of your support. So I leave that with you,
Thank you.
dear.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you, Dana. All right. Sometimes I think too, when you're talking to them and their loved ones, they come in, and how do I say this? They come in with a thought that they're trying to hear one thing.
Right.
Right.
You're right. You're
Yes.
absolutely right. Yep.
And so you're trying to think of maybe the day that he passed, and in that example, and he's more so giving signs of it wasn't necessarily that day.
Right.
It was at other points or after, right?
Oh, absolutely, because they're thinking of one thing. So, and I don't know what this was about. He kept on doing this. So,
Yeah.
I have
Well, that
no
would
idea.
be a motorcycle or something. So that was right.
Yeah, who knows?
Okay, so, hi. All right, let's. I tell you. All right, let's get the next caller. You guys ready?
Yep. Okay, George.
Hi, WDSD. Who's this?
This is Sharon.
Sharon, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
I am doing just fine. You're going to be talking to George. If you have your question, go for it.
Hi, Sharon.
Hi,
What's
how
your-
are you?
I'm doing great. What's your question?
It's a long, drawn-out story, but
Well,
my
if you
father
can
just
give it-
passed away, and I wanted to find out if he really was my father or not.
Okay, Sharon, tell me your dad's first name.
His first name
Yes.
is Mel.
Okay. Sharon, here's the thing. Now, let me I'm tuning into his energy first. Would you understand there being, in part, a condition of the heart that he was
Yeah.
dealing with? And I feel that this is a man who was, I just want to say, a real upstanding person. I feel
Yeah.
like, just a really great guy. Very warm-hearted, very loving, and I feel loved by many, many people in the community.
Yeah.
In terms of your question, I don't have a clear answer, but I do feel there is obviously some question here. And what I want to say to you is I'm feeling that you need to pursue this, and I feel that he's going to help you get to the answer. He's not revealing to me because I don't feel it's mine to see right now or yours to see, but what the sense that I have is you need to pursue this from the other side. I feel like he's going to help you get to the answer. I suspect that there may have been an adoption here. I do suspect that, but I'm not 100% clear. I don't want to make it up.
Right.
All right, and you do have children,
Yeah.
and I know that he wants to send love to them, and there is a little. Is one of them a daughter for you?
Yeah.
Is she suffering right now with some sort of? It feels like allergies or problems of that sort.
I think she's having allergies right now.
Yeah, he's making me aware of this, and just saying, keep on it. I know that he's sending her healing, and you're going to find a solution very shortly. Keep digging is what he wants to say.
Okay.
All right? So
All right, thank
many
you.
blessings to you.
Thank you, honey.
All right, you're most welcome.
All right, bye.
I don't know if that's coming from our end or not. But I'm
That's
gonna-
weird that both calls would have had somebody calling in. That's like when somebody's calling in and you're on the phone.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's their phone.
Yeah.
You're on the camera, by the way.
I
It's
know.
all
Hi.
you, girlfriend.
A little too close.
No, it's great. It's great. Yeah, you guys just heard her. There you go. See, it's a party back here.
Is he giving me bunny ears or devil ears or anything?
I'm gonna do a little bit of editing real quick so we can
Okay.
get this on the air. So, what should we talk about with our Facebook
Oh, I
friends?
don't know. I don't know. What should we talk about? What do you want to talk about?
The afterlife, Disneyland.
Disneyland. The afterlife is like Disneyland. If they want it to be.
Disneyland for the dead.
I'm trying to think of what's come up lately.
Playing with spirit versus working
Yes.
with spirit.
Okay. So,
What's that?
so a friend of mine put a meme on on Facebook about like calling something work, and that's not good to do. And I remember that years ago I did an automatic rating, and I started talking about, like, I was asking questions when this all started happening to me of kind of my guides, like, why is this happening to me and what's expected to me of this work. And all of a sudden they said, quit calling it work, you'll ruin it. So when this all started coming up, and some days, just like anybody else, we have to go to work, you know, like some days it's hard to want to go and talk to people in their grief, but it's also a huge blessing. So I was talking to Lisa, all of a sudden I decided I'm going to stop saying that I'm going to work and I'm going to go play with spirit today. And so she's like, I want to use that too.
I think that's great.
Yeah, so
Let's
we're going to
go
go play. Yep, we're going to play with spirit.
You know, I never even considered that before, but I realize for me, when I'm actually in the process of doing a demonstration or readings, it's joyful, but everything else around it can feel like work a lot of the time. Well, I'm going to start doing that, calling it play.
Yeah, we're playing with
like
spirit.
I like that too.
Yep. Thank you, Lisa.
I just thought it was a good thing because everybody can apply that to their lives and to their work. Because let's face it, even if you absolutely adore your work, some days you just don't feel like being on.
Yeah, that's
You know
right.
what I mean? Some days you just don't. Everybody feels that way once in a while. So if you consider, if you're loving what you do, then it's more about like you're blessed. You really are blessed.
That's right. I used a quote the other day. Find what you love to do, and you'll never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
That's how I feel
And
sometimes.
it's all
Yes,
about
it
perception
really
and how
is
you,
true.
Yeah,
how you
It
think.
is.
it is. It really is. It really is. We'll get somebody on hold here.
Okay.
Hi, WDSD. Who's this?
This is Heather.
Heather. How are you, Heather?
Okay.
All right. If you can hold for probably about 2 minutes, we'll be back with you.
Sure.
Okay. So she's line 2. I'm going to play Dana back real quick. And then we'll get rocking and rolling with some more calls. And lines are open. Oh, go ahead. Oh, yeah, you're on. It's all you,
Hi.
George.
You caught me
Yes.
off guard there.
All right. Delaware's Country Station, 94.7 WDSD. It's the At Work Show. It's Friday. I've got Deanna Fitzpatrick in the studio with her special guests and friends, George Corey and Lisa Busan, taking your calls and on Facebook Live. If you want to make a connection, the lines are open at 1-877-947-WDSD or 302-734-9373. We've got the first caller up, Dana. Do you have a question? All right, so we'll play this back. Oh, Linda loves the shirt.
Thank you. I ironed it myself.
Woo-hoo!
Yes. Good boy.
I'm loving the vibes today. Oh, that's great. So you guys are traveling from New York?
Near Woodstock, New York.
Okay, and Michigan.
Michigan, yeah.
Awesome. And how was the travel?
It was great.
Yeah?
Only half the plane was full, so I got to
Did
see
you
all
get
of
the whole
myself. It was amazing. I mean, the whole row, like 6 seats.
Oh, the whole row.
The whole row.
That's right.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I drove
Yeah, and how was that?
5 hours. I tell myself jokes. I sing. Not very well, but it passes the time.
Oh man, that's all good fun. That's awesome. And will you guys stay after the event tomorrow, or will you go home?
No, I'm staying. We're going to cause some trouble, Deanna and I.
Oh boy.
We're hoping to go to Longwood, but it's supposed to rain terribly.
I
Oh,
know.
it's May on the...
Oh, bummer.
And so a lot of that is outside. There's inside too, but you have to walk outside to get to the inside. So now I don't know. I don't know what we should
Yeah.
do. What should we do? We have the half a day. So tell us what we should do with Sunday.
That's a great
We'd
thing
love to
throw
hear
out
your
there.
ideas.
That's right. So we got quite a few people on here today. Hi, Robin, and Kimmy's on this morning. Calvin's here. Hello, hello. We got Christopher. All right, here we go. All right, my friends. Deanna, are you up?
I am ready.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay, so we're
let's
going
talk to Heather.
Heather. All right, Heather, thanks for holding. You're on the air with Deanna Fitzpatrick. What's your question?
I had a friend pass away in December, and I've been thinking about her a lot, and I wanted to make sure she's okay and that she knows I think about her and her family.
Okay, Heather, can I have her first name, please?
Cindy?
Okay. Okay, that is so bizarre. Okay, hold on for a second. All right. Okay, Heather, I do feel this is a medical condition, correct? For Cindy? Yes. And I do feel that this was a condition that she battled for what feels like a year to a year and a half. Do you understand that? Okay. And she's also given me the feeling that the last month to 5 weeks were the hardest. Do you understand that as well?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you. She's given me a feeling that you are somehow connected as well to your children. Your children are connected. Is that correct?
I'm connected to her children, yeah.
Oh, you're connected to her children. Okay. So then you call her a friend, but I feel like you're more like sisters in that way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because I feel like your Aunt Heather.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. All right, now she's doing okay. I do feel that she has, and I don't know how well you know her family or who's passed, but she does show me that with her in spirit is an older gentleman, I want to say in his late 70s, early 80s, who would have had little to no hair, kind of a bigger head or face, and he is with her in spirit. I feel, is her father passed?
Her father-in-law.
Father-in-law. Okay, so she has that connection over there as well. I do not know why. Where is the farming connection to Cindy's family?
On her dad's side.
Okay. All right. So there's people from that side as well, because she just started showing me a farm out of nowhere. She wants to thank you. She gives me the feeling that she says that you're a real stand-up person. You don't give yourself enough credit. You're very kind, loving, compassionate, and very humble. And she says that, you need to kind of, it's okay to feel good about yourself and proud of who you are. Do you understand what she's saying to you?
I do.
Okay. All right. She loves you so much. She's like, you helped her out, and for what she can do from the other side, she's there for you. So just call out to her. She's watching after her kids. Are there 3 for her?
There's actually...
There's 4. Okay. All right. And
yeah.
and it's tough because some of them are little. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So she's giving me the feeling that that's kind of difficult for her, but not to be grandkids. Yeah, it's difficult for her not to be here for all of them. They actually feel like her kids, not her grandkids.
Yeah.
Okay. She goes, I take ownership of all of them, like that. Yep. All right. And she's celebrating the end of May, beginning of June. There's some type of celebration coming either for you or her family. Would you understand that at all?
Yeah.
Okay. I actually feel like it's around June 6th for some reason. But she's acknowledging that. And if it is a birthday, can you just please tell whoever that she reached out about that?
I will.
Okay. All right, Heather, she's doing fine. Don't worry about her. And she really wants you to kind of be proud of who you are and own who you are. And she thanks you for being such a great part of her life.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Heather.
Thank you.
Bye.
Must be.
We should have asked Heather if that was coming through on her phone. That's so weird. That's never happened before. And the other thing is interesting is the amount of calls.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You know what that means? Facebook
You
Live.
should be calling.
Hey, how are you?
There's literally lines open.
You're going to be talking to George. I know. Was this was Sharon?
Heather.
Sharon.
Or yours was Sharon. Yeah.
What's your
Sorry.
question?
Sorry.
I just...
Okay. We're going to get George's call on the air next.
Yes.
Linda, give us a call.
No.
Okay. Sharon.
What time? Oh, the event tonight is almost sold out.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
just going to check.
I was
Let
gonna
me
say
see
what
if I
time is
can
it, but-
find out. It's at 8, but last I checked, there were only a few high top seats left. But that was last night, so let me see.
Krista, you're like a wizard.
She really is. I'm
Multitask here, you say.
always amazed.
Gotta cut these down a little bit. What else we have going on?
I wonder if she could be a good medium that way, right? Because we multitask in our
working with-
heads.
But also working with sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I could do that, but we've talked before because you've done classes where people can tap into that.
Yes.
It's going to be another
Can it
one
be
in the fall.
anybody really that can
Yeah.
tap into this and do this work?
To some degree.
Seriously? Oh, you know what? I don't know if I've ever heard George and Lisa's story about how you guys got started in mediumship. George, you want to go first? You want to share your story with everybody?
Yeah. On the mic?
No, you don't need the mic. Just on Facebook here right now.
My first experience was at 5 years old.
Really?
Family was having financial difficulties. My parents were arguing a lot. I went to bed one night and this angel appeared. That was my very first experience. Scared the pants off of me. But I started communicating with angels right the next day.
Really?
And then it wasn't until years after that departed loved ones started to come through. But it's, it's ongoing. It's an ongoing process.
Wow. So since you were 5.
Yeah.
Is that what you said when you
It came and went, because I went to Catholic school, and the nuns tried to beat it out of me.
Yeah. Oh,
We're going to get you disciplined, young man.
Very interesting. And how about you, Lisa?
I was about 4 when I started
Really?
seeing spirit walking around the house and walking out of my closet in the bedroom. And of course I would hide and I would scream, Mom, Mom. And of course she'd walk on the door and think, there's no one here. Shut up and go to bed. Right. So you learn to not speak about it. And then forever I would sleep underneath the covers because I could actually feel spirit walking up to the bed and bumping the bed. And so like a little 4-year-old,
Oh my
you hide
goodness.
thinking if they don't see me, they won't know I'm here, or, maybe I'm ignoring them or whatever. So I slept for a long time underneath the covers. I remember that.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. 94.7 WDSD. It's Friday. We're taking your calls with Deanna Fitzpatrick, George Curry, and Lisa Busan. 3 mediums here this morning until 11 o'clock. And feeling the vibes. We're on Facebook Live, so you can join our backstage party there as well. We're getting right to the phone here. George is going to be talking to Sharon. What's your question?
So you really believe that anybody can do...
To some degree.
Yeah. She mentioned that to some degree.
Yeah.
I believe that too, to some degree.
I believe everybody's intuitive and
Hi,
psychic.
WDSD. Who's this?
I'd rather not say my name.
Well, we can either... Do you guys need the name, or you
I don't
have
need
to
her
air it?
name.
No, Lisa said
I
no.
don't
Okay.
need her name. No, I don't.
Okay, just give us just a minute, okay? We'll be back with you. All right.
Thank you.
Yep.
The other thing is it doesn't have to be played back if she's not happy.
Right.
If she wants to-
Well, we can always get off
Well,
of this.
I don't need her name, but it would make it a lot easier to work so quickly if you have the deceased's
Right.
name.
I see what you're
It
saying.
just helps to tap in real quick.
Yeah.
No need.
I've got a James that's been sitting with me all morning since we got in
I
here.
have a friend, James.
And Uncle
Spirit.
James.
So he's been just sitting
And
here all
everybody on
morning.
In
Facebook
fact-
Live who has a James.
I know. That's what I was going to say. Maybe somebody on Facebook
Yesterday,
Live.
He used to love Donna Summer. You know the song "She Works Hard for the." I know
Yeah.
when that comes on, he's trying to get through to me.
Oh,
It came on yesterday on the radio.
Aww.
well, James needs to talk to you, let me tell you.
Just if he doesn't have lottery numbers, not now.
Not today, not today.
Later on.
Well, Robin, if you'd like to give us a call, would love to see my family, especially my daughter. Oh, she with that conversation of being able to maybe see spirit
Yeah.
or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
So back to that, it's like everybody's intuitive or psychic to some degree. And from what I've seen is some people, like for me, I didn't have an idea that I had this ability until the hypnosis thing happened. But apparently it was there all along. I just didn't have the trigger that opened it up. So for a lot of people, it might be once you start working on the psychic side, the intuitive side, that I've heard that some people then begin to have the connections with spirit. The interesting thing is, though, when it comes to our own loved ones in spirit, occasionally I will feel or smell or see my dad or my mom around, but it's not like I connect with them like I do for your people. So I think that's it. People think if you're a medium, you can connect with your own people better, but we kind of don't get to do that as easily as we connect for your people. Mostly because there's some validation we need. We like you might think we're making it up because I really want to hear from my mom or dad, and then not really know that it is that true connection. So I don't know. I think that not everybody can do mediumship, but that there is the ability for people to work on this to see what they have, and then some people may be surprised that they do have the ability but never tapped into it. So.
And you do, I don't know if you have, prematurely ask you if you had any of those classes in the future, but you've
I
had them in the
do.
past.
Yes, I'm going to have. It's not on the website yet, but I'm going to have one in the fall.
Oh, okay.
Probably September is what I'm looking at. Oh, look, we have ghosts in the studio throwing things off of the thing. So yeah, so just keep looking on the website. I kind of have a plan coming up. I'm going to do my Psychic 1, and then I'm going to do my mediumship class, which I haven't done for a while. And then there's something else coming up in the new year.
Oh, yeah.
A bigger kind of endeavor.
Cool.
They're both great teachers.
Awesome. Yeah, that's exciting. That's exciting. Okay, are we ready to talk to, are you going to do this, Lisa? Yeah. Okay. Get back to the phone here. All right, hello, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, you're on the air with Lisa this morning. Go ahead and say hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I understand you don't want to give your name, and that's absolutely fine.
That's
Can
right.
you just give me the person's first name that you're trying to get in touch with, because it makes my job a little bit easier.
Well, I didn't have that kind of a question.
Okay,
Oh.
fine. Shoot, girlfriend.
Yeah.
I just want to know, I have a daughter who will be 35 next week, and she's been married for almost 6 years, and I want to know if her marriage is going to work out or not.
Okay.
There's
What?
been some problems, and
Right. I can pick that up. And one of the things I heard was 1, 2, 3 on my knee. So is either her father in spirit or your father in spirit?
neither are.
Because I'm getting that there's an older man here, grandpa type vibe here, and that's why I asked about dads. And he's actually watching over this. One of the things that I'm picking up, there's not really a yes or no that I can give you. However, I can tell you that she's going to need to forgive quite a bit. That much I can tell you. Can you work through this? Can she work through this? Absolutely, she can.
I will be sure
If-
to pass it on to her.
Well, because I'm getting a sense that the best thing for that marriage would be for them to go to counseling of some sort. However, the big problem would be if he's willing.
No.
That's just it. So, can she go to counseling on her own? Of course she can. But if we can twist his arm a little bit and get him to go along, that would be definitely in their best interest. But he's got to want to heal the situation as well. So I
You
wish.
don't know who the gentleman is?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
The older gentleman.
That's why I felt like it was a grandfather. I'm not sure if it's your grandfather or hers. All right,
Possibly
so
could be mine.
yeah. So I just get a sense of him working with her and trying to help her heal through all this. Because I do feel like there's it's like a slap in the face, symbolically, of course. But, and I feel like that's what he's working on with her. So I wish you the best, and I wish her the best, of course, dear. God bless you.
Okay, thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. So I'm going to get back and just edit real quick.
I had a friend pass.
And this was Heather. We'll play Heather back, and then how about giving away some tickets soon, too? We like that. All right. Oh, someone else is here. Might just be one. Hi, WDSD. Who's this?
Kim Salmon.
Kim, how are you?
I am so excited.
Yay!
Oh
Well,
my God,
Kim,
I think I'm gonna cry.
you're just gonna have to hold on a minute, though. Do you have a couple minutes to hold? I hate to do that to you.
I do.
Okay, Kim, you stay right there. Don't hang up.
Take a
Deep
breath.
cleansing breath.
Yeah, take a
Kim.
breath.
Yeah, right? Oh, this is gonna be good. I'm just gonna play Heather back real quick, and then we'll get her on the air. And who's up next? Is it
George.
George is up next? Okay, George's turn.
That's the happy Kim.
Yay!
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. I actually feel like it's around.
Oh, a lot of people on Facebook. We've talked about that before. It's hard on Facebook to be able to answer
do
and,
readings,
and
yeah.
do the readings, right? So it's Oh, is that a big thing? Hearing, like hearing the person's voice,
Yeah,
or
well, on Facebook, all you have is the text.
right,
So there's no real way to get,
an actual connection.
There's a tight link.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a flowing energy. So all those comments that come about, so there's energy with each person that's commenting, and then you got to try
It's
to
very
find that.
schizophrenic.
Yes. Exactly.
That's a good way to put it.
Oh, yeah, a lot of people want to talk to their loved ones. Wendy would love to talk to George.
Hi, Wendy.
Hi. Man, everybody's commenting on your shirt. They want to talk to you today.
It's
This is
my
good
it's my
spirit
cologne.
today. Yeah,
too.
right.
That's
So
funny.
handsome.
Yeah. I'm going to play Heather back on the air real quick, and we'll get back to Kim, who is patiently waiting.
I just think that to go into mediumship as a line of work, if you don't feel a calling,
Oh,
you have to be mentally quite off because
Yes.
there's so many challenges that come with it. Well, that was a downer.
94.7 WDSD, that is Tennille Towns and somebody's daughter. We're getting back to the phone. We've got Heather on the line. Heather, do you have a question? So the number is 1-877-947-WDSD or 302-734-9373. So Jane, you can pick up the phone and give us a call.
Don't be shy, Jane.
No.
Call us.
Yeah.
We're waiting.
come on, Jane, come on.
Yep, that's right. Pick up that phone. What about James? Did we go through the James situation? I may have been busy. Somebody's asking what
George said, and you have a James as well, right?
An uncle, yeah.
An uncle, yeah. I didn't know who he was. I just felt like he was a big guy, like an older man, big guy, probably in his late 60s, I would say, to early 70s. Does that make sense?
No, mine was, well, when he got much younger.
No, this man was a bigger, older man. Yeah, does that make sense
Oh,
with
wait
you?
a minute.
Mine's older but not big.
I have a cousin, Jimmy,
You have a cousin Jimmy?
who passed in December, who was really
Oh, just, you know what? That's odd because lately I've been getting a lot of spirit people coming through who are very recent to spirit.
big. Lisa is
Really?
very spooky.
Yeah.
I just want you to know.
It's a gift.
Because it could be
It's a
also.
gift.
It is a gift.
Is it hard too if somebody calls? I know we had one that just passed on Easter, but you know when somebody's new to the spirit world, is it harder to make a connection for as they're going through that process, or how does?
Do
you
not,
guys feel
not
about that?
necessarily for
No?
me. The communication might not flow as smoothly. It might be a little bit piecey and choppy, but no.
Yeah.
Because some mediums recommend you wait for 3 months and all that kind of stuff so they can get through their past life review and everything. And for me, the 3 months is really for the client.
Gotcha.
Right? Give
to
them
get
time
through
to
that grief,
heal
yeah.
and grief, you know. But as a medium, we can talk to spirit immediately upon their physical death, as long as because it's really just a telepathic communication.
Mm-hmm.
So if they can throw us a thought,
Yeah. Well, Deanna helped me out a lot when my grandmother passed away last year? I mean, that was almost immediate, and you really helped me through that.
I've had group readings where loved ones have been there and their loved one passed that day,
yes,
and they've come through really,
Oh,
really
a
strong.
really strong. Wow.
Right.
Okay. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
doesn't
There's
happen
no
often,
timeline.
but
Yeah.
it does happen. Mommy, me, me, ma.
You guys ready to do some horse racing after you're done here today?
Yes.
Yeah.
back there.
My
I'd like to ride a
Oh, they're
horse.
so cute.
Yeah.
I don't think that would hold me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and me both, brother.
All right. All right. Now George is up with Kim. Are you ready, George?
I am all set.
You are all ready. Okay. All right, Kim, thank you so much for holding.
Hi, Kim. It's George. So I gotta say before you ask your question, I just love your energy. It's so wonderfully infectious. So whatever you're doing, keep it up.
Oh, thank you.
What's
Thank you so much.
what's your question for me?
Oh my gosh, I can ask anything?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you're
Don't ask my weight, but anything else you.
My most important question is my future holds for him.
Okay, and I just want to clarify that your younger brother is here on the earth.
He is younger, yeah.
Okay, tell me his first name.
His name is Stacy.
All right, and Kim, would you understand there being some health challenges for him?
Possibly.
Yeah.
I was just talking to him just not even 15, 20 minutes ago about getting on probiotics.
Yes. Look, I just want you to know and take some peace that he's going to be absolutely fine. I feel that he's got to. My sense is that there are health issues, but I also feel some emotional issues. Would you understand him having some cycles of depression or really great highs and great lows?
Yes, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I just feel that he needs some outside help and some counseling and some professional guidance. And I also feel that, and in terms of that guidance, I feel like he's going to need to, there's a need to discipline himself and to kind of rein some of his habits in. And if he's willing to do that, he's going to need some help to do it. He can't do this on his own, but I feel he'll be absolutely fine. And I also know that your loving presence in his life is going to make a tremendous difference. I also know that you have that effect on other people. I just want to add something else. I know it's not part of your question. Now, I just feel that you have your spirit, your energy, what you bring to the world is very suited for working in a position of leadership and with other people. So it feels like human resources, teaching, anything of that sort, you're going to be very, very successful and very effective with. I know you didn't ask that, but I just felt I wanted to throw it in.
Can I ask another about my brother? Do you see?
Okay.
Do you see positive things coming in his life? Maybe like in June-ish.
I can't give you a particular time frame, but I do feel that there needs to be outside eyes, not yours and not the people that really love him, but like a more objective clinical eye to really be able to help him and work with him. And I think if he gets that help, he's going to be absolutely fine.
Okay, he's in the middle of doing great things. So
Yeah. So you just keep sending your love him to the deepest of your potential, and help him to get some help. All right.
He's doing that. Can I ask?
Yeah.
My grandparents and my Aunt Kay.
Kim, I'm really sorry, but we have a lot of people on the line, so I do have to move on. But
Okay.
I wish you many blessings.
Thank you, Kim.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So you got to schedule a session for that, right?
Yeah.
That was good, though. All right. See, I think we usually have multiple lines, and I think there's only one.
Yeah, something's wrong with the lines. Yeah.
That's okay. We'll get through this. Let's see. Hi, WDSD. Who's this?
Pat.
Pat and
Yes.
Pat?
No, just Pat.
Just Pat. How you doing, Pat?
Just fine.
All right. Now, give us just a minute. We'll get you on the air, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So let's do one more. Who is it your turn?
It's my turn.
Okay, so we're going to go to Deanna here. We'll do this, and then after this one wraps up, we'll talk about the events and tickets and stuff.
Okay.
All right, Pat, you're on the air with Deanna Fitzpatrick. What's your question?
Well, I have a question about my husband. He is having some pain on the left side of his head and soreness. We have been to one neurologist, and we're going to another. Do you see any that could be bad or?
Okay, so Pat, I'm not a doctor. I don't diagnose. Okay,
I understand.
So the only thing that I'm feeling is it's really odd, but I almost feel like this is an inflammation of sorts, and I also feel that it's not. It almost feels like it's outside of the skull, not necessarily in the brain. I don't know if that makes sense, but it feels like it feels like it's between the skull and the skin area. Okay, and which to me sounds better, but like I said, I'm not a doctor, don't diagnose.
Right.
And you're saying this is in the left side, but behind the ear, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I like that you're going to another neurologist. It's always good to get a second opinion. And if it's something that's still getting his attention with pain or soreness, it's a good thing to have checked out. I'm not sure that I feel that this is anything life-threatening, but I do feel like it's something that needs to have attention paid. So you're doing the right thing. You're doing absolutely the right thing.
He has headaches 24/7, so
Yeah. Okay.
for quite a while. So
Okay. Are any of the headaches ever like if he laughs or coughs, do they get worse?
no, he gets sharp pains across the front of his forehead.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So keep looking into this, but I don't feel life threatening. But again, I'm not a doctor and don't diagnose. Okay.
Right.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Pat.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have to throw that disclaimer in there, right?
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
I'm sure you get questions
a,
like that a lot.
It
though.
is a tough thing for us because we might get information, but I don't want that responsibility ever. And people, I'd much rather they deal with the medical community and listen to them and have the right test and all of that. All of us agree. And if you take your right medication, and we don't profess to have that kind of knowledge.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely. All right, so coming up next, we're going to take a few more calls too at 1-877-947-WDSD. And we're going to be giving away some tickets, to the event tomorrow at Sisters Venue in Carneys Point, New Jersey.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that. We're going to be doing that here in just a minute on the air. For Lisa and George, as we wrap up at least the Facebook Live portion, do you guys want to give out your social media or a website where people can find you? Lisa?
Sure. My website is mediumlisa.com, and you can find me on Facebook at just facebook.com/Lisa Busan.
Awesome, and I tagged you guys in this post too, so
Thanks.
that might be an easier way to do that too. And for
And
George?
my website is spiritlovesyou.com. Facebook.com/spiritlovesyou.
Awesome.
Find me there.
That's right. And then Deanna, throw your information out there as well.
DeannaFitzpatrick.com, and you can find me on I don't even know about that Facebook thing, but I'm on there.
Yeah, right. You know, you are on there. I tagged you all. Awesome. And we'll be talking about some upcoming events, give you the chance to win some tickets. And just stay tuned. They're here till 11.